Attack Addiction Day here at Caravel High School. This is the final game, and it features defending state champs. The Smyrna Eagles, who won the Delaware State Championship last year, against the two-time defending 1A Maryland State champs, the Bohemia Manor Eagles from Chesapeake City. So it would be rather mundane to say the Eagles are going to win, right?
That's you wouldn't be wrong.
You got that right.
Uh,
Now, Madison Penta, who is the star pitcher for Bohemia Manor, she's already committed verbally to Auburn. This is what she's done. She threw a three-hitter with 13 strikeouts to lead the Eagles to a 4-2 win over the Cougars in the Class 1A state championships. That was in 2017. Then in 2018, she pretty much just busted it again. Now, the Eagles last year were 23-0 in winning their state title. The second time they've gone back-to-back in school history. They won titles in 94 and 95 as well. Penta, who is a junior, this is what she did in the 2017 year. I don't have 18 stats. She struck out 245 batters, allowed 0 earned runs over 102 innings.
wow. Those are impressive numbers, Glenn.
She throws, I understand she throws about 70 miles an hour, which in softball equates to about 90 miles an hour in baseball.
Yeah, that's impressive. That's impressive, and that's going to be the test for the Smyrna Eagles here tonight.
And the thing is, though, I hear that she might not be starting on the mound.
Wow.
That they might start their other pitcher, and then if they need to, bring her in the latter innings. Now, they did that with her a lot in 2017. And we'll have to see whether she's actually listed as a starting pitcher for this one. So the Smyrna Eagles are the home team, the defending state champs for the state of Delaware. And their star pitcher is Peyton Dixon, just a sophomore. She has a .538 batting average, and, oh, yeah, she struck out 65 on the season.
Yeah, a lot of people said after losing their all-state pitcher that they might struggle this year. No, not so fast.
Yeah, Jess Anderson, who graduated and is now pitching for Wesley College and doing quite well. First batter of the game is a slap hitter for Bohemia Manor, and that is Aubrey, I guess you pronounce her name Haith. She's the second baseman.
Again, we saw a bunch of slap hitters in the first game between DMA and Appoquinimink.
It seems like everybody has a left-handed slapper. She slaps it down to the third base line, and quickly, good play by the third baseman for the Eagles. And we are one out here in the top of the first in our nightcap here. Final game at Caravel today for Attack Addiction.
It's always important as a pitcher to keep those leadoff hitters with speed off the bases. Good job there by Smyrna.
Yep, third baseman was playing up, made a good quick play, one out. Another left-hander. This one goes to the shortstop, and a half a step got her out at first. Yep. 2 quick outs.
She busted down that line, Glenn, made that play really close. Like you said, they got her by a half a step.
2 up, 2 down. And a really tall girl up there now batting for Bow Manor. And that is the aforementioned Madison Penta.
Oh.
Takes a called strike.
Like you said, she's very tall, Glenn.
Hopefully we could get to see her on the mound. There's a called strike. Quickly, Dixon has her down on the count, 0-2.
Painting the outside quarter on the first 2 pitches, Glenn. Wouldn't surprise me if they go back there again.
Dixon is ready to rock. Outside corner. Just a little bit wide of the plate. And a 1-2 count on Penta. Dixon works rather quickly. Low. Looked like Penta checked her swing. And they do appeal down to first base umpire, who confirms that. Makes the count 2-2.
Big 2-2 pitch here early.
Yeah, Dixon trying to get a 1-2-3 to start the game. Gives a ground ball to the infield. Up the middle and just past the shortstop for a base hit. So Penta with a single, first hit of the ball game. She's the first with 2 outs. Brings up a cleanup hitter. And that is Carly Ferguson, the third baseman.
So we're going to have a courtesy runner at first base.
Yeah, get somebody in there to run for Penta. Well, especially if she's starting on the mound. Want to give her the rest. Up to the plate, Carly Ferguson. Stepped out a little bit to get some signals from the third base coach. Looks like Dixon took a little bit off of that one, gets a called strike.
Yeah, good off-speed pitch there to get ahead to 0-1.
Dixon are ready for the second pitch to Ferguson. Swing and a miss, high in the zone, 0-2.
After the off-speed pitch came back with a little high cheese there, Glenn. Good pitch.
Dixon trying to get out of this after Penta singled with 2 outs. That one's a little low. 1 ball and 2 strikes. The runner at first is Emily Heath, who came in for Penta. And a swing and a miss from Ferguson. Smyrna gets out of the top half with no damage. No runs, 1 hit, and 1 left. So we go to the bottom of the first here. Smyrna coming up to bat in a scoreless game.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer of Sodell Concepts. We have 8 locations, a catering company and a food truck right here on the Culinary Coast in southern Delaware, and we'd love to see you at one of our locations. Fish On in Lewis in the Villages of 5 Points. Lupo Italian Kitchen on Rehoboth Avenue in downtown Rehoboth, serving homemade pasta. Papa Grande's in downtown Rehoboth. Our treetop deck has the best happy hour around. And Matt's Fish Camp, located on Route 1 in North Bethany Beach, your classic seafood shack. At Sodell, we believe in beautiful, simple food and making the world a better place. See you soon. Hi, I'm Scott.
And began his career in home finance in 2002 as a mortgage consultant. Since 2002, Brian has helped over 1,000 home buyers achieve their dreams of owning a home. Brian's knowledge of current market conditions and his detailed evaluation of buyers' finances ensures that each buyer will receive the best mortgage to fit their needs. Brian is often commended on how efficient and effortless he makes the mortgage process for everyone from first-time home buyers to investors to experienced buyers. For the loan that fits you, contact Brian today.
Well, the Smyrna Eagles got through the top half of the first against the Bohemia Manor Eagles without any damage, just 1 hit. Now let's see what they can do at the plate, and they will indeed be batting against Madison Penta. I'll tell you what, a few years back, maybe it's been a decade now, where female tennis players, you hear them make a lot of noise when they go to swing.
Yeah.
You're going to hear a lot of noise out of this pitcher. She's the same way.
You're going to hear that glove popping.
There's the throw down to second, so we're just about ready. The leadoff hitter for the Smyrna Eagles is the shortstop, Lexi Moore. She's a junior. She's batting .692 this season out of the gate.
Some impressive numbers for the leadoff hitter.
He's hitting over .620. And there's a called strike on Moore. Not to be outdone, good little left-handed slap hitter, leadoff hitter for DMA as well. That one a little low. 1-1 count.
Yes. Today we've had a share of leadoff hitters with speed.
Yeah, it's a called pitch, called strike rather. A little bit low in the zone, but good for a 1-2 count. Penta takes a long time in between pitches. And there's a swing and a miss and a strikeout to start the game from Madison Penta.
Yeah, good job by Penta there, keeping the leadoff hitter off base.
Another lefty up now for Smyrna. Bunt attempt. And it's a called strike. Wilson, the junior, is batting .286 on the season. Takes that one high for a ball, 1-1. That one's low for a ball.
Shown bunt the last first 3 times.
I was just going to say, Jason, I think Smyrna's batters have got to be really patient with Penta.
Yep.
That's another called strike. 2-2 count.
We saw that approach with DMA in the first inning.
Yeah, against that, but it paid off for them, too. They scratched out, bases loaded, and then they got the big hit. Called third strike. 2 up, 2 down, 2 Ks for Penta to start the game.
Yeah, she's bringing it early in this one.
Brings up the number 3 hitter for Smyrna. This is Sara Miller. She has 2 home runs on the season, batting .400. Smyrna as a team has 13 home runs.
That's good. Good numbers there for the Smyrna Eagles team.
That one's high and out of the zone for a ball.
And this might be power on power here.
Exactly. If you can get around and get contact on Penta with the speed she's throwing, it's going to go. 1-1 pitch. A little high for ball 2. Swing and a miss. 2-2 count for Penta. Penta now trying to strike out the sider to start the game.
That'd be a good start for her.
Oh, off pitch. Miller must have just got a piece of that one.
Staying alive. Did tip it and new life. Great all-speed pitch after bringing all that heat.
Yep, good spot for it. Little inside, so the count runs full. In the first inning of this one, no score. Penta, who's on the mound for the Bohemia Manor Eagles, singled in her at-bat in the first inning. And there's a swing and a miss. So Penta strikes out the side. We're through 1 inning of this nightcap. No score in the game. Be back after this.
Sodell Concepts, we have 8 locations, a catering company and a food truck right here on the Culinary Coast in Southern Delaware, and we'd love to see you at one of our locations. Fish On in Lewis in the Villages of 5 Points. Lupo Italian Kitchen on Rehoboth Avenue in downtown Rehoboth, serving homemade pasta. Papa Grande's in downtown Rehoboth. Our treetop deck has the best happy hour around. And Matt's Fish Camp, located on Route 1 in North Bethany Beach, your classic seafood shack. At Sodell, we believe in beautiful, simple food and making the world a better place. See you soon.
Congratulations, Dover Federal, on 60 years in business in Delaware.
You've been by our side since our doors opened.
Thank you so much for giving me a call on so many years ago when I had no credit.
You helped our business grow into what it is today.
As a military family, thank you for supporting the financial needs of servicemen and their loved ones.
Happy anniversary, Dover Federal Credit Union.
Happy anniversary, Dover Federal.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Local people, local decisions, Dover Federal Credit Union.
Congratulations, Dover.
Scoreless first inning. Now we're ready for the top of the second. Pitchers duel so far. Peyton Dixon, the sophomore for Smyrna, and the junior Maddie Penta for Bohemia Manor. Bo Manor's up to their number 5 hitter here, lead off the second. And that is Lexi Bailey, the first baseman. Nice pitch low in the zone for a strike.
Now with the sun in, a little chilly here now, Glenn.
Yeah, I had to put that windbreaker on the tail end of the last game.
Yep.
Foul ball. Out of play off the first base side by Lexi Bailey. Had a close game, the first game today between Del Mar and Caravel, and the Attack Addiction play day here at Caravel. 5-4 win for the Del Mar Wildcats over Caravel. There's ball 2. Second game was basically the first inning. DMA jumped on Apo with a 5 spot. After that, the two teams played almost dead even, but that 5-run lead early stood up. There's a called strike and a strike 3, another K for Smyrna's Dixon.
Yeah, great job by Dixon there, finding the outside corner. It looks like both these pitchers now know the strike zone. And
yeah, you and I were talking in between innings. This could be a real pitcher's duel here tonight. I kind of thought it could have been.
Yes.
First pitch to ball. Second batter of the inning here for Bow Manor, and that is Lexi Bolton. 1-1 count on Bolton. Dixon does a great job of keeping the ball down in the zone.
Yeah, she does, Glenn.
And she did there, just a little bit too low for ball 2. It was talking about that middle game with DMA's 8-2 win over Apo. It was a 3-2 game after the top of the first.
Yeah.
So when you get behind by 5-0 against a good team, it's hard to crawl back. And DMA, credit them, they came away with a nice win.
Yeah, and a big week for DMA, as I was reminded by a fan as I walked by, beating Caravel and Appoquinimink this week.
Exactly, to remain undefeated at 10-0. That pitch is low, so the count is full. Lexi Bolton, Bow Manor, has a full count. Fouls it off first base side. Smyrna Eagles lead the Henlopen North, undefeated. And the Dover Senators are hanging right in there this year along with Sussex Tech. That one low for ball 4. Resurgence for Dover. They're off to the best start, I think, ever in softball.
Yeah, they like you said, they got off to a great start. And it's interesting because we've seen some teams like Middletown, Dover, and get off to some good starts this year.
Yeah, Dover jumped out to an 8-0 start and then lost back-to-back games at Smyrna and Cesar Rodney, and then they've now won 2 in a row. Morgan Koehler up to bat now. She takes ball 1 from Dixon. Dixon again keeping it low in the zone, doesn't get the call, so it's a 2-0 count. Koehler is another pitcher here for Bohemia Manor, and pretty much a utility player defensively. There's a called strike. 2-1 count.
That's a good 2-0 pitch there.
Yes, you needed that.
Yep.
After allowing a 1-out walk. Ground ball up the middle, and it's through for a hit. One base at a time. First and second with 1 out here in the top of the second for Bow Manor.
Yeah, good piece of hitting there. Got in the 2-1 count and hits one up the middle. And now runners on first and second with just 1 out.
And getting near the bottom of the order now for the Bow Manor Eagles. The number 8 hitter up to the plate now. I think that's Anna Wilson, the catcher. Indeed it is. Anna Wilson takes a ball. Delivery from Dixon. Low in the zone again. Again, just a little bit off. Not much. 2-0 count. Runners at first and second. 1 out. Smyrna catcher Zoe Wilcox out to talk to Peyton Dixon. Sophomore pitcher for Smyrna. She'll have 2 more years at Smyrna High. That's a called strike. So whatever Zoe said to her worked. Nice to have a catcher that's like another coach out there on the field.
Absolutely. like you said, it's great to have. And there with all the
Another one up the middle. Diving stop made by the second baseman. Got to force it. No?
I don't think she called it, Glenn.
Oh.
So I think the runners are safe.
Kayla Wilson made a nice stop up the middle to keep the runner at third. Otherwise, she might have scored. So it's bases loaded now with a 1 out.
Yeah, like you said, good play to stop the ball because at least keep the runner from scoring. And they almost got the out at second base. What was I going to say was on that previous play, it was a bunt attempt, and the shortstop went to third, the second base went to first, and the center fielder came back to back up the throw and not let that runner get too far off second base. That's a heads-up play by the center fielder.
Abby Horty now, the shortstop, up to bat for Bow Manor. No score in this game. Bow Manor threatening right now, though, with the bases full and 1 out. This would be a big out for Dixon if she could get the shortstop out. There's a called strike because you got the top of the order coming up next.
Yeah, this is a big batter in this game. Like you said, the 9-hole hitter.
Fouled off behind the catcher. 0-2 count. So Dixon's got her in a hole. Abby Horty. With the leadoff on deck. Little bit low in the zone, but not a bad pitch to waste with an 0-2 count.
Yeah, it's a good 0-2 pitch. Try and get her to chase something.
1-2, Dixon ready to go quick. Ground ball to the pitcher. Throws it home to get the force. Go back to first. Safe there. But good job to cut down that runner going home to keep the game scoreless.
Yeah, there's a heads-up play by the sophomore. She gets the ball back, does not panic, gets the shore out at home, and they almost turned a double play. But you cut down that run.
Exactly. All right, we're around to the top now. The slap hitter with bases loaded, 2 outs. No score in the game. Aubrey Haith. Now she's going back to the dugout. Bats.
Okay.
Okay. Maybe that's the bat she used in the first inning when she got out. I want the bat that's got the hit in it, Coach. Delivery from Dixon. That's a slap shot right up the middle, a hard slap. Gets the base hit. 2 runs are going to score. And Bow Manor on the board first, 2-0.
That's a good piece of hitting, and maybe you're right. That had a hit in it, Glenn.
You got to believe it, right?
Yep.
Big hit by Aubrey Haith. That brings up Reagan Goldsmith. Grounded out short to first time.
That's a big 2-out hit.
And if Goldsmith can get on, then Penta's on deck. She had a hit back in the first inning. Swing and a miss. Dixon trying to get out of this jam here with just the 2 runs. I think runs are going to be a premium in this game.
Yes.
Little low and outside for a ball, 1-1.
That leadoff walk comes back to score a run in this inning.
There's a called strike. Big pitch there by Dixon to get ahead, 1-2. Now timeout. Head coach from Bow Manor wants to talk things over. Yeah, next week on Friday night, Smyrna will be right back up here to play Caravel.
Yes. And then the following, I believe then.
The following Monday they have to play DMA.
DMA. It's a tough stretch.
That starts Friday for the Smyrna Eagles as they're trying to stay undefeated, ranked number 1 in every poll in the state. Defending state champs, and they really didn't lose a whole lot from last year. They lost Jess Anderson, the pitcher, and another, that looked like it almost hit the runner, but it is a 4-3 put out for Smyrna to get out of the inning with just the 2 runs after the bases loaded jam. So we go to the bottom of the second. Smyrna has work to do. They trail Bohemia Manor 2-0.
Life's too short to hate your home. Remodel your home with the pros voted Delaware's #1 home improvement company. Ferris Home Improvements has something for every homeowner at their new showroom on the corner of Kirkwood Highway and Harmony Road in Newark, Delaware. Explore products and layouts with the area's top designers. Touch and feel products that inspire your dream space. Ferris Home Improvement's pride in the details make them the area's best in roofing, windows and doors, siding, decks, kitchens, and bathrooms. Want a professional, no-pressure remodel? Go see the best at the Big Shamrock on Kirkwood Highway. Ferris Home Improvements. Quality workmanship from a neighbor you can trust.
Bottom of the second here, 2-0. Bohemia Manor just put the 2 spot up on the board in their half of the second. Now the Eagles are up. And so far, Maddie Penta has 3 strikeouts. She's striked out every batter she's faced. Next up will be Abby Mace, who has 3 home runs on the season, is batting .385.
Again, great crowd out. Stuck around for this game too, the nightcap.
Yeah.
And like you said, what a great day for great calls.
It is. And I think a lot of people wanted to hang around to see these 2 defending state champs go against each other.
It was a good card, a good slate of games here.
It was.
If you're a softball fan, these are the games you like to see.
All right, Abby Mace is in the box and ready to go, facing Madison Penta. Takes one a little tight inside for a ball. So you're really going to have to be patient against Penta. Mace swinging a miss. He was late on that one. 1-1 count.
Yeah, I'm sure this is probably the top speed pitcher Smyrna has faced so far this year.
Oh, I'm sure. There's another swing and a miss, and again, behind that 70-mile-per-hour fastball that Penta brings. She's looking for her 4th consecutive strikeout to start the game. And there she gets it. That was a high pitch, but Mace couldn't hold off of it.
And I like that. If they're not catching up to your fastball, keep on throwing it. Do not try and slow down their bat by throwing an all-speed pitch.
1 down here for the Eagles in their half of the second. Brings up Julia Thor, who leads the team with 4 home runs this year. Batting .273. Takes a ball. There's a swing and a miss. Again, a pitch borderline high. Thor digging in. Penta's delivery. Swing and a miss. 1-2 count. Thor will be followed by Olivia Smith, and she strikes out swinging. 5 straight Ks to start the game for Penta.
Wow. Is she bringing it, Glenn?
She's bringing it.
And
I think she's faster this inning.
Yes. Wow. Like you said, she's going big time, going to Auburn, a big SEC power in softball.
Olivia Smith now, the lefty. Another slapper, takes a ball outside. There's a swing and a miss on an outside pitch. That's one of the toughest things for a slapper to do.
Yes.
You're already running pretty much down the first base line, although they tell you to take that first step towards the pitcher. That outside corner pitch. And calls it a ball. It's 2-1. Penta ready to deliver. Called strike. Inside corner. 2-2 count. So far, Smyrna has not been able to get the bat on the ball.
No, they have not.
And there's a strikeout. So again, Penta, second straight inning, strikes out the side. We're through 2 here at Caravel, and we're 2-0 Bow Manor over Smyrna.
The Hadley Group is your local real estate resource. Brian Hadley joined Patterson Schwartz & Associates in 2005. In 2013, Nicole Flora joined Brian, followed by Emma Burnett and Grant Jepp in 2014. That's when the Hadley Group was formed. Patterson Schwartz Associates offer you exceptional knowledge of local market conditions and a commitment to represent you honestly and professionally. So for your next purchase or sale, think the Hadley Group. Visit our website at thehadleygroup.re.com.
So far, the story of this game is the pitcher's duel, and Penta is winning that so far, Jason. What a 2-inning dominating performance so far for her.
Yeah, 6 up, 6 down, all strikeouts. I believe Smyrna had 1 foul tip, maybe, but they've done a great job. She's done a great job. They just can't catch up to her fastball right now.
Yeah, not yet.
And good thing, it's a second time through. You make the adjustments and see if you can. But right now, she's dealing.
And speaking of Penta, she's up to bat to lead off here in the top of the 3rd inning. 1 for 1 in the game. Takes a called strike. Now, I follow Penta in travel ball, too, and she doesn't hardly bat at all. She just pitches. But this girl can hit. Fouls off that low pitch in the hole 0-2. And so can Miss Dixon out on the mound for Smyrna. She can hit, too. She's got a great batting average. Often wonder a lot of time why these coaches don't let the pitchers hit when they've got a good bat.
Yes.
A little bit low. Again, smart pitch with an 0-2 count. Trying to get Penta to chase. Another foul off to first base side. Penta just keeping alive right now. Going to be really important for Dixon to mix things up, try to keep Bow Manor off balance, and keep it to a 2-run game.
Yes.
Change up, and Penta went down and was patient with it. Barehanded, throw to first, got Penta by a half a step.
That could be a 302 Sports top 10 play.
Kayla Wilson with the barehanded up the middle.
Don't forget you can catch our 302 Sports Weekly every Wednesday night at Buffalo Wild Wings in Christiana.
Wow, that's the best defensive play I think I've seen of the day. We've had some good ones. Put a star by that one. Foul off the first base side. Carly Ferguson. Ferguson struck out her first time up the bat. One of 2 strikeouts in the game for Dixon. Foul ball again. Over toward the batting cages, down the first base side. 0-2 count. Dixon out in front of Ferguson. Lexi Bailey's on deck. She struck out the first time up against Dixon. Ferguson's third baseman. She's in the hole here at 0-2. Fouls off another one. So the Smyrna Eagles have already handled the Dover Senators. There's a swing and another foul. No, that was a foul tip. Just kept alive. They've already beaten Dover, who got off to that 8-0 start. The next toughest opponent right now looks to be Sussex Tech. That'll be a good one a little bit later on in the season. Smyrna and the Ravens. Just missed low. Ball and 2 strikes.
It's a good 0-2 pitch again. Go low. It won't cause as much damage if you miss out of the zone high.
You know, I take that back. Smyrna already beat Sussex Tech 5-2 the second game of the season. So they've already taken care of the second and third place teams behind them in the north.
So they're sitting pretty.
They certainly are. 2-2 count. Ferguson trying to battle back. Hits one right down the line to first base. And a foul ball. Just barely. Count remains at 2-2. You've still got a good crowd here at Caravel for this final game of the night. I think we got some track fans over here as well. There's a ground ball right side, right to the second baseman. Flip the first and the out.
Again, great defensive play. Gets the out.
It's Kayla Wilson. I don't know whether we can call anything great after that other play she made.
Absolutely. You're absolutely right.
Run out of superlatives.
That one was just a routine play compared to the other one.
Exactly. 2 assists in a row here. There's a foul ball down the right field line, the first base line, and Kayla Wilson with that bare-handed play on Madison Pettit. She just got her by half a step.
Yes. Yeah, we want to thank Caravel for letting us come out here today and stream these couple games for you.
Lexi Bolton up to bat, walked her first time up. There's a ground ball right out in front of the plate. Going to be fielded by the pitcher. Got her by a stride at first base. Good play by Dixon. That ends the top of the third. No runs, no hits, nobody left on base. Go to bottom of the third, Smyrna trailing 2-0.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Sodell Concepts.
And I'm Danae from Matt's Fish Camp.
Come check us out.
Matt's Fish Camp is the small local fish joint with 2 locations on Coastal Highway in North Bethany Beach and Lewis, where we serve up traditional coastal fare and a casual atmosphere with house specialties like colossal crab cakes, lobster rolls, and fried Ipswich clams, along with crowd pleasers like fish and chips, fried shrimp, and a daily selection of fresh caught fish. Matt's Fish Camp, serving up lunch and dinner 7 days a week, all year.
Locations in Bethany Beach and Lewis, Delaware. See you soon. Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer.
The Hadley Group is your local real estate resource. Brian Hadley joined Patterson Schwartz & Associates in 2005. In 2013, Nicole Flora joined Brian, followed by Emma Burnett and Grant Jepp in 2014. That's when the Hadley Group was formed. Patterson Schwartz Associates offer you exceptional knowledge of local market conditions and a commitment to represent you honestly and professionally. So for your next purchase or sale, think the Hadley Group. Visit our website at thehadleygroup.re.com.
Got a pitcher's duel going here in the nightcap here at Caravel High School for Attack Addiction Day. 6 consecutive strikeouts for Madison Penta for Bohemia Manor to start the game. She's on the hill. Not much of a hill, but a tiny little hill. Smyrna Eagles just trying to get something going here.
Yeah, like you said, just trying to get a base runner, even if they have to draw a walk, just something to get.
Yep, Zoe Wilcox is going to lead it off here for them in the bottom of the third. The senior, one of 7 seniors on the Smyrna Eagle team.
So we mentioned earlier that their Apo and DMA did not have many seniors, and now Smyrna has 7, which could prove valuable experience as the season goes on.
Bunt attempt by Wilcox goes foul behind the plate for a strike. Yeah, Appoquinimink only has 2 seniors, the catcher and their extra hitter. And I think DMA had 2 as well, or maybe that was 3.
Maybe 3.
That was it. Another bunt attempt, high in the air. Catcher made a nice play. Well, by Bo Manor to retire Wilcox. Yeah, only 3 seniors for DMA. Well, it wasn't a strikeout. That broke that up.
That's one way to break up the strikeout streak. Try to just bunt it.
Pop out to the catcher. Smyrna might have to do a little bit more of that bunting. There's a foul ball. Up now for the Eagles is Abby Mace. Has 3 home runs on the season. She's batting .385. Number 8 hitter in the lineup for the Eagles. That one too high and out of the zone. She laid off. 1-1 count. Good hitting lineup Smyrna has. Boy, they proved it last year. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Penta has Mace in the hole now. 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1 out here in the bottom of the third. 2-0. Bohemia Manor with a lead. Penta started the game with 6 straight strikeouts until that pop out on the bunt attempt. 2-2 count. Yeah, you just think if somebody from Smyrna could get the bat on the ball and pick up the dugout. Another foul tip. Oh, no, it was a swing and a miss. Catcher missed it. Throw down to first. Got her. And a good concentration play by the first baseman because she almost got run into by Mace.
Yeah, great job by her. Like you said, great concentration play because Mace was coming down that line. And that was a close play after the strikeout. But strikeout number 7.
Yeah. That's more strikeouts than we saw the entire game we had before. With Appoquinimink and DMA, there was only, I think, 7 strikeouts total in that game.
Right.
Now batting the pitcher, Peyton Dixon, .538 batting average this year. Has a 1-1 count on her. This is no fair, man. They're smoking that grill on us back there, making us hungry. Swing and a miss, strike 2 on Dixon.
Yeah, I'm getting hungry. That smells good, as you can see the smoke coming up.
Yeah, you know, there's a couple other high school concession stands that like to do that to you. I'll name them here in a minute. Dixon fouls that one off, still 1-2. Delmar's 1, Woodbridge is another. It almost looks like a fog at Woodbridge sometimes when you get that smoke coming towards the press box.
Scrapple sandwich.
Yes, hey, the mist is coming out. It ain't the mist. That's coming from the concession stand. They're working on you. Pitch, off speed, and got Dixon for her 8th strikeout. That ends the 3rd inning. Through 3 here at Caravel High, Bo Manor 2, Smyrna nothing.
Mr. Italian began his career in home finance in 2002 as a mortgage consultant. Since 2002, Brian has helped over 1,000 home buyers achieve their dreams of owning a home. Brian's knowledge of current market conditions and his detailed evaluation of buyers' finances ensures that each buyer will receive the best mortgage to fit their needs. Brian is often commended on how efficient and effortless he makes the mortgage process for everyone from first-time home buyers to investors to experienced buyers. For the loan that fits you, contact Brian today.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Solo Concepts. Solo Concepts is an award-winning restaurant group on the culinary coast with 10 locations. We're a chef-driven group. Come check us out. See you soon. Solo Concepts believes in the vision of our founder, Matt Haley: cook beautiful, simple food, develop the people we work with, and make the world a better place. Solo Concepts on the culinary coast with 10 locations from Lewis, Delaware to Fenwick Island. Come check us out.
Quickly paced softball game here at Caravel High in the nightcap. 2 teams defending state champs in their respective states, Bo Manor in Division 1A in Maryland and Smyrna in Delaware last year. And it's lived up to the hype so far. Pretty good pitching duel.
Yes, it has been. Difference was that 2-out, 2-run single there in the 2nd inning.
Sure was. Morgan Koehler had a big hit, so did Anna Wilson. Then the RBI from Aubrey Haith. Foul ball on the first pitch. Lexi Bolton walked, grounded out to the grounded out to the pitcher. And she's quickly in the hole, 0-2 with a couple of foul balls. Bow Manor off to another good start this year. Last year they went undefeated, 24-0. The year before that they won 22 games. This year I think they do have one loss. I think somebody told me they lost to Parksburg or Parkville. But it's unfortunately pretty hard to find stuff on their website.
Yeah, it is tough to find.
I don't like to throw anybody under the bus, but another foul ball, 1-2 count. Dixon had a 1-2-3 inning last inning. Got the call from her catcher, looks at her wristband. Another foul ball. Down the first base side, now to play. Dixon quick to go with this pitch. A little high in the zone, trying to get her to chase. 2-2 count. Bolton got in the hole the first time up, and then she ended up working a walk. Hits one right to first baseman. That's an easy play, step on the bag for Julia Thor. So Dixon gets the first out here to lead off the fourth.
The old 3 unassisted.
Yep.
Like you said, good play.
That's like I have a grandson that played in T-ball, and he used to pull everything. One time he hit it to first base and got out. He's pretty fast. He came back to the dugout and he looked over to me and he said, "I'm not hitting it there anymore."
That's probably a smart thing.
Yep. Strike one called. And a swinging strike. So quickly, Dixon has Morgan Koehler in the hole. She singled the first time up. A little low and outside, but again, not a bad spot when you're ahead in the count 0-2.
No, that's a great spot, like you said. Just a little off the outside corner and a little low.
Peyton is now retired 5 in a row, looking for 6. Got the swing and the miss there.
A good pitch. Like you said, after those 2 runs in the second inning, she has battled back and retired.
Yep.
6
Got
in a
the
row.
last out in the second, and 1-2-3 last inning, and now 1-2 this inning. First pitch a little bit low, and ball 1. This is Anna Wilson, the catcher. Singled her first time up, back in the second inning. That looked like a good one on the outside corner. Painted it. 1-1 count. Dixon comes into this game with 65 strikeouts on the season. There's a swing and a foul ball down the first base side. So now she has Anna Wilson in the hole at 1-2. Doing a much better job of getting ahead in the count.
Yeah, she has. Settled down since that second inning.
Trying to keep her team in the game, knowing that runs are going to be a premium against Penta. Right up the middle. Little soft one. Handled backhanded and an easy put out. And 7 straight put out now by Dixon. Smyrna gets Bow Manor out 1-2-3 in their half of the fourth. Eagles come up to bat now, trailing 2-0.
Unique Image opened for business in Wilmington, Delaware in 1979 with one focus, wowing our customers with great products and even greater customer service. 30 years later, we are still doing exactly that. Whether you're looking for marketing tools to promote your business, gifts for your employees or clients, or planning a special event, we're here with the voice of experience to help you every step of the way for your complete satisfaction. Visit our new showroom in the Mill Creek Shopping Center, 4577 Kirkwood Highway. Unique image, you envision, we create.
Well, we're through 3.5. We're halfway through this pitcher's duel. 2-0 Bohemia Manor over Smyrna. Eagles are trying to find their first base runner against Madison Penta, who has struck out all but one batter she's faced so far through 3 innings.
Yeah, she's been really impressive, and the only non-strikeout was a bunt foul to the catcher. So,
yeah, Smyrna yet to put the ball in play in between the stripes. But I think without question, Jason, you're right. This is the best pitcher that the Eagles have faced this season, the Smyrna Eagles.
Yeah.
Keep forgetting they're both the same mascot.
Yeah, I mean, you could tell a difference. And now they're through the first time at bat. Let's see if they can make some adjustments these plate appearances.
Yep, and here we go with the leadoff hitter, Alexi Moore. Her bunt attempt up in the air, and the third baseman, Carly Ferguson, comes in and makes the catch.
So both non-strikeouts were bunt pop-outs.
How about that? That one, I think, might have been in fair territory.
Yes.
Yep.
But,
so Lexi puts the first one into fair play. So that brings up...
It looks like that's kind of Smyrna's game plan now. Is they're starting to square it a little bit more to bunt.
Yeah. Kayla Wilson. Called strike. And there's another called strike. So quickly, Wilson in the hole, 0-2. Wilson batting .286 coming into this game. There's a called strike. Oh, I thought that was 3. Missed one.
Yep.
Or gave her an extra one or the other. Just a little bit out of the zone. And now the scoreboard catches up. 2-2. And there's called third strike on Wilson. Another strikeout for Penta. That's now 9 here in the 4th inning. That brings up Sara Miller. Miller has a .400 batting average on the season. Has a couple of home runs. She takes a called strike. I tell you, with Penta, you almost got to start swinging when the ball comes out of the glove.
Yeah, she just throws so hard.
Like now.
I wouldn't even want to catch for her.
You know, I've always wanted to bat against a fast pitch pitcher, but I don't think I want to bat against that one.
No.
I think I'd be trying to bunt too.
Yes.
Sara Miller has run the count to 2-1. 2 balls and a strike. Penta taking a long time now, and finally Miller says, you know what, let me call timeout.
Yeah, Smyrna's going to try anything to try and break up her rhythm.
Pitch, a swing and a miss. 2-2 count now on Sara Miller, trying not to be strikeout victim number 10. Laid off that high one. That's a good one to lay off, and Penta was smart to put it up there. Full count now on Miller.
Yeah, like you said, with her throwing so fast, you have to swing ahead of time. If the pitch goes high, you might have to.
And there's the first base runner of the game for the Eagles. It's a walk in the 4th inning with 2 outs.
Yeah, like you said, anyway you could get a runner on.
That brings up Julia Thor. 4 home runs in the season.
especially with, like you said, their power hitters coming up.
Well, this girl right here with one swing could tie the game. A little bit high for ball one. All right, now am I seeing flames now behind the batter? Now, is that because the Penta's throwing so hard, or is that the grill?
Maybe a combination of both.
Steal attempt, easily taking the bag down at second base. Stolen base for Sara Miller, and she's now in scoring position with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th.
Great job by Miller. She got a good jump and was able to take second base.
It's almost like they weren't paying attention to her.
Yep.
So Thor with a 1-1 count. Now she's going to call timeout because Penta taking a little bit too long. All right, Thor back in the box. Called strike, outside corner. A ball and 2 strikes. Big spot in the game right here for Smyrna. A hit here, and they're probably going to cut that lead. Foul ball, first base side, out of play. All right, now, Jason, I'm going to get you to play coach here. You got a 1-2 count. You just threw a fastball, so you got a piece on it. Come back off speed.
Now I might, because that was probably one of the best.
Oh, inside corner, and got her on strikes. 10th strikeout for Penta. We're through 4. Smyrna finally got a base runner, but they still trail Bohemia Manor by a score of 2-0. Abby Horty will lead off for Bohemia Manor here in the top of the 5th. Bohemia Manor Eagles leading Smyrna Eagles by a score of 2-0. Bohemia Manor got their runs in the 2nd inning. Peyton Dixon has now retired 7 in a row and has retired the side the last 2 innings.
Yeah, she found her groove after that 2nd inning.
Horty hit into a fielder's choice in her only at bat. 0 for 1 in the game. And takes a called strike. I'll tell you what, for a sophomore, a lot of poise out there from Dixon.
Yeah, like you said, only a sophomore, and she showed the poise.
Foul ball, back behind the catcher. 0-2 count. Dixon just doing what she can do to keep her team in the game. I really don't think you can give up too many more runs to this team the way Penta's pitching. And now Horty steps out. Back in the box. Dixon ready to go. Has her in the hole 0-2. Changes up with it. A little bit low. Ball and 2 strikes to Abby Horty. The shortstop for the Bohemia Manor Eagles. Went down and dug that one out for a foul ball. Count remains the same at 1-2. Smyrna's head coach, Nikki Shirey. Her assistants are Jacqueline Jenkins, Jennifer Hall, Bob Sander, Kelly Roscoe, and Mike Shaner. Count has run to 2-2 now on Horty.
Good at bat here by Horton.
And there's a called third strike outside corner for Dixon.
Great pitch there by Dixon, finding the outside corner. And now 8 in a row.
Right. And 4 strikeouts now for Peyton, which normally would be pretty good at this point in the game, unless you're Madison Penta. You have 10 already. All right, we're back to the top of the order, and that's Aubrey Haith. She has a single and 2 RBIs. She had the big hit, and she singles on the first pitch right up the middle. So 2 for 3 for the leadoff second baseman.
Yeah, like you said, she had the last hit and gets this hit after.
Exactly. She broke up the little string there for Peyton. Slap hitter. Goes the other way with it, hits a foul. This is Reagan Goldsmith. She's 0 for 2. Grounded out to short and to second. Peyton ready to go. Goldsmith in the batter's box. There's a bunt attempt. It's foul, third base side. So now a 0-2 count on Reagan Goldsmith. So now you just play the slap. Yeah, Smyrna's third baseman is backed up just a tad. Dixon's approach. Got her to reach. Throw down to first, trying to get the double play, and sliding back in is Abby Horty. Another strikeout for Peyton Dixon. 2 outs, big out here. And here comes Madison Penta.
And like you said, that's a big out because, like you said, her job is to keep this 2-0 because one more run could be the difference in this one, the way Penta's pitching.
And you made a good point. She's settling in now because that's now 5 strikeouts, 3 in the last 2 innings. Penta swinging a miss at the first delivery. Penta is 1 for 2, singled back in the first, grounded out to second on a great play by Kayla Wilson. She barehanded it. Wilson's going to get another attempt. Flip to shortstop, covering second, Moore. And they get the force there to get out of the inning. It's still 2-0 as we go to the bottom of the 5th here at Caravelle. All right, here we go with Smyrna batting in the bottom of the 5th inning. They're running out of innings against fireballer Madison Penta, trailing 2-0. And Julia Thor up to bat. Ball 1. Penta turns around, looks at their infielders, makes sure they're where she needs in position. Gets a called strike.
She continues to bring it. She is just all over the strike zone in this one.
Well, you know what? I think I mistakenly had Thur making the last out of the last inning. Obviously, it wasn't her. Here she is leading off the 5th, and she's in the hole 1-2. Laid off the high one. Brings the count to 2-2. Foul ball. That'd be out of play, first base side. Thor trying to hang in here, get something going for the Eagles. They've only had one base runner in the game, and that was a walk to Sara Miller last inning. She stole second, got in scoring position, but couldn't get her home. Swing and a miss. She struck her out.
Strikeout number 11.
11 Ks for Madison Penta.
I don't think Smyrna's made contact other than the bunt and a
Yeah.
few foul balls.
Right. Olivia Smith up to bat now. A little bit outside for ball one. Olivia struck out in the second inning. Came into the game batting .500. Ball two. Must have just missed on the outside.
Yeah. Again, great pitch location. Just missed the inside corner.
There's his called strike. 2-1 count.
She went right back to that spot, Glenn.
She did. She said, you know what? I thought the last one was a strike.
Yeah.
I'm going to put it there again. Long time getting the signal this time. Penta and her catcher just not on the same page. And Olivia Smith steps out. Penta ready to go. There's a pop-up. That's going to be fouled out of the play over the Smyrna dugout. 2-2 count now. Penta looking for strikeout number 12, and Olivia Smith looking for Smyrna's first hit of the game.
Yes, Smyrna's just trying to get some base runners here. Only trailing 2-0.
Yeah, give him credit. And now Penta will step back. Now Smith in the box. Fouls this one off. Staying alive at 2-2. I saw Madison Penta pitch her freshman year against the Appoquinimink Jaguars. And Appo hung tough with them. They only lost 3-2 in extra innings. But I got my first look at her then, and man, she was bringing it as a freshman. Penta again taking a long time.
Yeah, she is taking a long time.
Yeah, she just doesn't like what the calls are coming in. And it's not her catcher making the calls. These are coming from the dugout.
She's probably going, they haven't called up my fastball yet, Coach. Let me throw it.
There it is. Well, they're out in front of that one a little bit. And Smith fouls that one back behind home plate. She's getting her money's worth this at bat.
Yes. I think we ran out of balls for a second.
It's turned out to be a nice evening here tonight.
Yeah, it has been.
Not too chilly, just good light jackets. Some people still in shirt sleeves. No, she chased the high one, but she got a piece of it. Smith did to stay alive.
Great at bat here by Smith. Fouling off pitches.
Yeah, I think she's fouled off at least 3, maybe 4 here. Oh, Penta changed up, and Smith didn't go for it. Good patience by her.
Yeah, good plate discipline there. Especially when you've been fouling off her fastball. She finally came with a changeup.
Full count delivery. And there's a walk, the second base runner of the game for Smyrna, with 1 out here in the 5th.
What a great at bat
It was,
there. Fouled
definitely.
off a bunch of pitches and then draws the walk. Great at bat. And now you said it brings the tying run to the plate.
Zoe Wilcox, and she had one of those bunt pop-ups as she got retired. And she goes bunt again, shows bunt she offered. That's a strike. That was back in the 3rd inning. Wilcox bats here with 1 out, and Olivia Smith at first. 2-0, Bohemia Manor on top. A little high. Brings the count to 1-1. See if Smyrna can get something going. They don't have a hit yet. Another high pitch, 2-1.
All of a sudden, Penta's missing the strike zone.
Just a little bit, yeah.
Yep.
Smyrna got their first runner last inning on the walk. Got their second runner moments ago and another base on balls. There's a swing and a miss. 2-2 count to Zoe Wilcox.
She knew she was going to get a 2-1 pitch over the plate and swung.
Didn't miss it by much.
Yeah.
She's one of 7 seniors on the Smyrna Eagle team. Penta again taking a long time. Just can't get the right call that she wants from the dugout. Now Penta's back on the rubber, ready to go. Wilcox looking at a 2-2 count. Late off the high pitch. It's a full count. Big spot in the game right here for Smyrna. Get another base runner here with 1 out. Maybe you get something going. Wilcox should be followed by Abby Mace. Oh, that was right down the middle. Called third strike. Strikeout number 12 for Penta. 2 outs. And now that brings up Devin Williams. And she looks at the pitch a little outside and high. First at bat for Williams in the game.
Looking for a 2-out hit.
Swing at that one for a strike. Yeah, you figure as hard as fast as that ball's coming in, if one Smyrna Eagle player can get a good solid swing at it, make contact, it's going to go.
Yeah, it's in travel.
Williams lays off a pitch a little high out of the zone. 2-1 count. Well, one thing for Smyrna, they're making Penta work.
Yeah, they are.
They're going deep in the count with her, especially the last couple of innings. There's another swing and a miss. 2-2 count. Runner on first is Olivia Smith, who walked. Now let's see what Penta has in her arsenal. With a 2-2, she's shaking off the counts. Now she goes with it. And she gets a swing and strikeout. Number 13 to end the 5th. So we go to the 6th inning. It's still Bohemia Manor 2 and Smyrna nothing.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer of Sodell Concepts. We have 8 locations, a catering company and a food truck right here on the Culinary Coast in southern Delaware, and we'd love to see you at one of our locations. Fish On in Lewis in the Villages of 5 Points. Lupo Italian Kitchen on Rehoboth Avenue in downtown Rehoboth, serving homemade pasta. Papa Grande's in downtown Rehoboth. Our treetop deck has the best happy hour around. And Matt's Fish Camp, located on Route 1 in North Bethany Beach, your classic seafood shack. At Sodell, we believe in beautiful, simple food and making the world a better place. See you soon. Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer of Sodell Concepts.
60 years in business in Delaware.
You've been by our side since our doors opened.
Thank you so much for giving me a call on so many years ago when I had no credit.
You helped our business grow into what it is today.
As a military family, thank you for supporting the financial needs of servicemen and their loved ones.
Happy anniversary, Dover Federal Credit Union.
Happy anniversary, Dover Federal.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Local people, local decisions, Dover Federal Credit Union.
Congrats.
To the 6th inning we go in this pitcher's duel here at Caravel High School on Attack Addiction Day. I'm Glenn Fraser alongside Jason Winchell, our color analyst, and producing Benny Mitchell. Glad to bring you our second game of the evening. First game was Delaware Military with an 8-2 win over Appoquinimink. So the Seahawks go to 10-0 in the year, and the Jaguars suffer their first defeat. And this game here has been a tight one. Swinging a foul ball up the first base side. And a quick strike on Carly Ferguson. Carly's 0 for 1, grounded out to second. 0 for 2, struck out and grounded out to second. There's another ground ball. This one headed to third. Throw across the diamond to first, and she's out. Peyton gets the first out here in the top of the 6th.
Like you said, Peyton has done a great job since those 2 runs. As she really settled down, it's given up just the 1 hit and 1 base runner.
In her last 12
yeah,
batters.
yeah.
That's right. So she gets Ferguson to lead off this inning. Now up to bat is Lexi Bolton. And Bolton's 0 for 2 with a walk. First pitch from Dixon was just a little off the zone for a ball. Second delivery is a swing and a miss. Actually foul tipped that one. 1-1 count to Bolton. We've seen some good pitching in these 2 games, certainly. Courtney McNatt and Olivia Ferris for DMA. And now these 2 girls here tonight, Dixon and Penta.
Yeah, they're definitely, good, like you said, good old-fashioned pitcher's duel in the nightcap.
Called strike. Dixon got a good pitch on the outside part of the plate. Head in the count, a ball and 2 strikes to Lexi Bolton. Here in the 6th. Fouled off. Remains 1-2. Is it me, or does it feel like there's just a lack of energy out here tonight?
Definitely. I'm with you there, Glenn. Compared to that earlier game where it seemed like there was a lot of energy.
Foul ball down this first base side, running for it and out of play. Not really a shot to do anything there for Smyrna's right fielder, Madison Shaw. So the count remains 1-2 on Bolton. Now Dixon's ready for the delivery. Tried to get her on that low and just a little bit too low and outside. Count runs to 2-2.
Like the pitch. Good 1-2 pitch, especially after she fouled one off.
Yeah, the energy level I'm talking about, not so much from the players. It's the fan base.
Yeah.
I guess they're not into pitcher's duels. That one low and outside, and the count runs full.
Looking for some offense, I guess, Glenn.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like a good old-fashioned pitcher's duel.
And I was talking to Benny before we went on the air. You just don't see too much of that anymore. And ball 4, so Lexi loses Bolton. That's only her 2nd walk allowed in the game. And that brings up Morgan Koehler. Morgan has a single and 2 plate appearances. Takes it low and outside for ball 1. We're in the top of the 6th. Bohemia Manor leads 2-0. Runner on first with 1 out. That one looked pretty good, but Dixon doesn't get the call. Counts 0-2. 2-0.
Could be a big pitch here. You do not want to fall down 3-0.
Swinging. Got her swinging on that low and outside pitch.
That's a good 2-0 pitch. I think the batter was thinking the same thing as me. She's probably going to throw me a pitch because she doesn't want to fall behind 3-0.
That one's just a little bit too low, so now it's 3-1. 3-1 to Koehler, who she struck out back in the 4th. There's a ground ball up the middle for a base hit. Kohler's 2nd hit of the game. And that gives Bohemia Manor runners at first and second with just 1 out here in the top of the 6th. Brings Anna Wilson to the plate. She's 1 for 2 with a single back in the 2nd inning.
Seems like all Bohemia Manor hits are up the middle, Glenn. doing a good job of spraying it back up that middle.
16. Dixon's delivery, ground ball right to first base. Steps on the bag for one, goes to second. They got to put the tag on and gets called out. Looked like she might have slid under that one. Smyrna gets the call, and they're out of the top of the sixth. We go to the bottom of the sixth. The Eagles of Smyrna trail the Eagles of Bohemia Manor by a score 2-0.
And began his career in home finance in 2002 as a mortgage consultant. Since 2002, Brian has helped over 1,000 home buyers achieve their dreams of owning a home. Brian's knowledge of current market conditions and his detailed evaluation of buyers' finances ensures that each buyer will receive the best mortgage to fit their needs. Brian is often commended on how efficient and effortless he makes the mortgage process for everyone from first-time home buyers to investors to experienced buyers. For the loan that fits you, contact Brian today.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Solo Concepts. Solo Concepts is an award-winning restaurant group on the culinary coast with 10 locations. We're a chef-driven group. Come check us out. See you soon. Solo Concepts believes in the vision of our founder, Matt Haley: cook beautiful, simple food, develop the people we work with, and make the world a better place. Solo Concepts on the culinary coast with 10 locations from Lewis, Delaware to Fenwick Island. Come check us out.
Smyrna Eagles trying to find a little bit of offense here late in this ball game as they bat in the bottom of the sixth, trailing 2-0. They've had two base runners, both on walks, as Madison Penta has struck out 13 in the game.
And she struck out the side 3 of the 5 innings, Glenn.
That's right.
So.
And the first 2 innings, the first 6 batters she faced. Looks like she's going to, Smyrna will lead off here with Peyton Dixon and then the top. Peyton Dixon comes into the game the second highest batting average on the team, batting in the 9-hole.
And it's good to see. And like you said, a pitcher, so she's helping herself out. And we saw that in the last game, Appo with 8 9-hole hitters, great averages. So
right.
It's a luxury to have as a coach.
Yeah, it sure is. When you got your 8 and 9 hitters that can then set up the top. Well, let's see what Peyton Dixon can do here. She struck out her only plate appearance back in the 3rd inning against Penta here in the bottom of the 6th from Caravel High School. Pitcher versus pitcher right here. Got to wait on the home plate umpire. I've seen batters up in the box ready to go, and it's like, what's a stoppage? Well, you don't have an umpire. Okay. Swing and a miss by Dixon on the first pitch from Penta. Bohemia Manor trying to three-peat after winning state titles in 2017 and last year. And with this team they have, I'd say they have a decent shot.
Yeah, especially with this presence on the mound.
Swing and a miss again by Dixon, and she holds off of that one. A little discipline up at the plate, 1-2. So it's Smyrna after this. We'll plays a couple of Southern Division schools next, Seaford and Woodbridge. And then we said next Friday night they're back up here to take on Caravel. Swing and a miss by Dixon. She goes down, strikeout number 14 for Penta.
And then the following night, Appoquinimink is up here at Caravel. Talk about 2 back-to-back tough games for the Caravel Buccaneers.
Yeah. Top of the lineup now, Lexi Moore struck out and had a bunt attempt that went up in the air and the third baseman got. First pitch was a called strike. Second attempt at a slap, and that's foul. So Moore in the hole with 0-2. One out here in the bottom of the 6th. Smyrna with the top of their lineup here, trying to get their first hit of the game. Laid off of it. Umpire called it ball, 1-2 count. Yeah, and then Smyrna, after they come up here to play Caravelle next Friday, they turn around on Monday and they face DMA.
Yeah, talk about a tough 2-game stretch there for Smyrna. It seems like these top teams are facing each other coming down the stretch of the season.
Exactly. Penta's ready to go. Ball's outside. Good patience again by the leadoff hitter, Lexi Moore. 2-2 count. Moore fouls this one off down the third base side. Now to play. And what you got to watch with Moore is not only she's got a lot of speed. She can bunt, she can slap, get infield hits, but she can muscle up too and put it in the outfield. Oh, she got a change up, swing and a miss, drop by the catcher. Play at first, got her by just a half a step.
And there was the speed that you talked about, Glenn. That third strike did not get far away from the catcher.
Yeah.
But it was a bang play there at first base.
Yeah, give her credit, heads up to take off immediately. There was no hesitation. But that's 2 strikeouts in this inning for Penta here in the bottom of the 6th, 2 outs. Nobody on, brings up Kayla Wilson, who has struck out twice in the game against Penta. There's a called strike. Evens the count at 1-1. Penta trying to record her 15th strikeout of the game.
And strike out the side for the 4th out of 6 innings.
Has a count at 2-1 here against Kayla Wilson. 14 strikeouts right now and 2 walks. That one high and out of the zone. So now she's going 3-1 against Kayla Wilson. Or is that 2-1? 2-1. Trying to help the Smyrna Eagles out here a little bit.
I thought it was 3-1 too.
Can't get the call from the scoreboard. Called strike. Counts even at 2-2. Wilson came into the game tonight batting .286 for Smyrna.
It is full count now, Glenn.
Okay, I was right the first time then. And that one is the 3rd walk. 3rd base runner for Smyrna. That one high and not even close to being in the zone. So Wilson is on with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th.
2-out walk.
Only the 3rd base runner for the Eagles. Sara Miller now up to the plate. She came into the game batting .400, and she also had one of those walks a couple innings ago. Stole a bag. Bunt attempt. Nice bunt attempt. First baseman feels it, throws the second cover, and got her by a half a step. Nice play defensively by Bohemia Manor to get out of the inning. And we go to the 7th. 1 inning to play. 2-0. Bohemia Manor over Smyrna.
The Hadley Group is your local real estate resource. Brian Hadley joined Patterson Schwartz & Associates in 2005. In 2013, Nicole Flora joined Brian, followed by Emma Burnett and Grant Jepp in 2014. That's when the Hadley Group was formed. Patterson Schwartz Associates offer you exceptional knowledge of local market conditions and a commitment to represent you honestly and professionally. So for your next purchase or sale, think the Hadley Group. Visit our website at thehadleygroup.re.com.
Bow Manor's catcher, Anna Wilson, will lead off here in the top of the 7th for Bohemia Manor, who got 2 runs across in the second inning, and that's been it. All goose eggs up on the scoreboard.
Yeah, this has been the old-fashioned pitcher's duel.
There's a swing up the middle, a little soft pop-up, and that's handled by Smyrna's shortstop, Lexi Moore, for the out. So a quick out here in the top of the 7th for Peyton Dixon. Now up to the plate for Bow Manor. Bunt attempt and pulls it back. Abby Horty is up to the plate. She hit into a fielder's choice back in the 2nd, struck out in the 5th. High and out of the zone. Dixon trying to keep this to the 2-0 deficit. Give her team some kind of chance in the bottom half. There's a swing and a miss.
Yeah, like you said, she's done her job since that second inning, kept them at 2, and hopefully her offense can get something going in the bottom of the 7th.
Yep, 3 singles in that second inning for Bow Manor, along with a walk, only the 2nd of the game given up by Peyton Dixon. There's a good pitch, called 3rd strike. Horty goes down, looking. Six strikeouts in the game now for Peyton Dixon, and the bulk of that coming in the last 3 innings. Swinging a foul back by Aubrey Haight. She has 2 singles in the game, 2 for 3. She had the big hit that brought the runs in.
Yeah. And I believe she has the last 2 hits for Bohemia Manor.
That's good memory. And there is a catch of the outfield for the final out of the top of the 7th. We'll go to the 7th inning for the Smyrna Eagles. Last chance for Smyrna as they trail Bow Manor by a score 2-0. Well, this is it for Smyrna. Bottom of the 7th inning, trailing Madison Penta and the Bow Manor Eagles by a score 2-0. No hits in the game for Smyrna. They've had 3 base runners, all on walks. And up to the plate right now for the Eagles is Abby Mace, the senior. Takes a ball 1. 0 for 2 in the game with 2 Ks, 3 home runs in the year, and had a .385 average coming into this contest. Penta's ready. Out of the zone, 1-1 count.
And Mace would love to get on being the leadoff hitter. If she could get on base, like we said, it'd bring the tying run to the plate.
You got to be patient, but it's hard to lay off a pitch coming that fast. That one was in tight, called strike. Penta has struck out the side in 4 innings. Another one inside tight, a little off the plate. So that's a 3-1 count that Mace has worked here. That one in tight for ball 4. 4th walk of the game.
And Mace does her job there.
Yep,
It's
she
on
was
base.
patient. 4 base runners for Smyrna, all via walks. But this one important here in the bottom of the 7th because it's a leadoff runner. And I believe that's Maddie Penta's mom coming out to talk to her. We don't have a list of the coaching staff for Smyrna. So, really what I'm trying to say is she didn't come from the stands.
Right, no.
She was in the dugout.
She's in the
Mom's coming out to talk to you.
Gotta either help or hurt you, I guess.
Right. Well, you were right about being in the middle of the lineup because here's Julia Thor. 0 for 2 in the game, both strikeouts. But she leads the team in home runs with 4. Swing and a miss. 1-1 count, and she got called out on strikes the last time up, Jason, on that inside pitch.
Yeah. A lot of swing and misses tonight for Smyrna.
Thor's set in the box. Now she calls time. I've noticed in the latter innings that Penta really doesn't like the calls coming from the dugout.
I'm noticing that too. A lot of shake-offs.
There's another swing and a miss. That one right down the middle. 1-2 count. You almost get to the thinking of, why don't you just let Penta call the game?
Yeah.
Just let her signal the catcher, this is what I'm throwing. Fouled off by Thor. Smyrna's last opportunity here in the bottom of the 7th, trailing 2-0. And those 2 runs came way back in the 2nd inning. There's a swing and a miss.
She's just been dominant today.
Oh, she has. Is that 16 strikeouts now?
16, I believe.
I'll count them up here in a second, but I think it's 16. Now that brings up Olivia Smith. She walked her last time up. Low and outside to Olivia. Ball 1.
Smyrna's just had that 1 runner on second base.
That's right. That was after a steal, a walk and a steal. There's a swing and a miss. 1-1 count to Olivia Smith. Yep, haven't had a runner beyond second. 4 base runners, all walks. Penta again taking a long time.
Not surprising we see timeout.
Smith fouls that one back. So a 1-2 count on her. With 1 out here and a runner on first for Smyrna in the bottom of the 7th. Smyrna trying to avoid being knocked from the ranks of the undefeated. That would leave DMA as the only undefeated team in the state.
Yes. After the beginning of the week, we had 4 coming in.
Called 3rd strike. Olivia Smith goes down. And Smyrna down to their final out. This is Zoe Wilcox. Called strike to start it.
Since her pitching coach has come out, she's found that strike zone again.
Yeah, just added up 17 strikeouts for Penta. That one high and out of the zone. 1-1 count to Wilcox.
17 of the 20 outs via strikeout.
Yeah, how about that? A little high, 2-1. Penta again taking a long time between pitches. That one called strike. So 1 strike left for Wilcox and the Smyrna Eagles. 2-2 count. Penta looking for strikeout number 18 to end the game. And she gets it. 18 strikeouts. What an impressive performance by Madison Penta. She walked 4, throws a no-hitter, and Bow Manor gets the win here in the nightcap at Caravel on Attack Addiction Day with a final score of 2-0. We'll be back to wrap it up right after this. Well, we had a really good day here today for Attack Addiction Day here at Caravel High School. They had hoped to play 5 games. They only ended up playing 3. First game was a 5-4 win for Del Mar, coming all the way up from the end of the state up here to Caravel over the host team Caravel to get a big win for their 8th straight win on the season after opening up with 3 losses. Middle game, DMA jumps out with a 5 spot on Apo. First run scored against the Jaguars in 8 games, and then they go on to win 8-2. And then this one, what a pitching duel, huh?
Yeah, well, unbelievable. Both pitchers settled in, and unfortunately, Smyrna got no hit and struck out 18 times, including the last 9 and the first 6. So that's a pretty impressive day for Penta.
Very impressive by Penta, who also had a hit in the ball game. They did their damage in the second inning. They put 4 singles together and a couple of walks and scratched out a couple of runs, and that's all Penta needed.
Right, yeah, and like you said, that's all she needed. And the credit, Dixon did a great job after that second inning of keeping Bohemia Manor off. But unfortunately, just not to be tonight for Smyrna as they drop their first loss of the season.
Yep, they'll fall to 10-1, just like Apo from their loss in the game prior against Delaware Military. So that leaves Delaware Military Academy as the only undefeated team left in the state of Delaware, as 2 of the other undefeateds go down today here at Caravel High School. Well, Jason, good working with you. You and Benny. That'll just about wrap it up from here. We saw some good defense tonight, certainly, some timely hitting and real good pitching out of 4 teams. Glenn Fraser for Jason Winchell and Benny Mitchell. And we're signing off here from Caravel High School. Final score, once again, Bow Manor 2, Smyrna 0.